Hey everybody, it's me, Edward Jones, back with a new video. Illegal aliens and the right to keep and bear arms. So there was a court case in Illinois where a federal judge had decided that an illegal alien, per Bruin, an illegal alien has a right to keep and bear arms in the United States. The gun community is pretty much torn on this issue. What's the appropriate stance for a situation like this? And I figured I'd give my 2 cents to see if I can lend some clarification. Now, as human beings, we do have natural rights. We do have a right to freely express ourselves, free speech. We have a right to share ideas. We have the right to engage in conversation with other people. Right to be able to freely engage in conversation with other people. You can't coerce anybody to talking to you. And we have a right to keep and bear arms. That is a natural God-given right. That right does not come from 2A. Does not come from our Constitution. Our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, our government itself could burn up and burn up into ashes. Our rights would still stand. Now, being able to exercise your rights in different countries is a different matter. But thank God I was born in the United States. Thank God even more that I live in South Carolina where I can more freely exercise my rights. I understand there are many other places on this globe where it's very difficult to just do that, even just to freely express yourselves. Now, let's say someone decides to become an illegal alien or an undocumented migrant. They had a right to keep and bear arms up until they decide to invade this country. Basically, when you come to the country illegally, or if you're found to be committing immigration fraud, you are in fact an invader. You're in fact a criminal, and should be treated as such. And over here, there's due process, and we typically don't. Someone who's an invader, they're typically captured. Tried, and deported. Unless the crime is severe enough to where they need to be held in prison or potentially executed. Someone who breaks into the country, they can't say that they have the right to keep bear arms, or they can't say they have a right to freely express themselves, because at that point they became an invader. It really ought to be dealt with in the way that invaders ought to be dealt with. It can either be repelled, they can be deported, or they can be disposed of. And so I think it falls in line with the Second Amendment, because it does say the right of the people to keep and bear arms. But I believe the understanding of when it says the right of the people, or even in the beginning of the amendment, a well-regulated militia, is understanding that it's not that those who are criminals or invaders would not be a part of the militia, by their very nature of willing to break the laws of this land. Another question can be made for ex felons. Like I said, as I said before, if you serve your time, if you've committed a crime, you had to go to prison. You serve your time. Your rights ought to be restored. You should be free again to exercise your rights without any restrictions, as if you were a citizen again. But again, that hinges on you being a citizen. Let's say someone was here on a visa, even someone who has on a visa, a work permit. Should they still be able to freely exercise the right to keep and bear arms? Yes, they should, because provided that they're here and not an invader or not a criminal. Once you're found to be an invader, or you're found to be a criminal, the best thing that should be done is that you get deported. The worst is that you become worm food. But that's where I stand on the matter. I think the judge was engaging in judicial activism. But I think many questions can be cleared up as time goes by. Or I think a lot of questions are going to be asked as time goes by as to what are the right limits for something like illegal aliens being found in possession of firearms in the United States. I think really at that point, I think that's to use an enemy combatant. You broke into the country and you're armed. you essentially said that you're basically willing to go toe to toe with whoever you come across to get your way. I think you should be dealt with accordingly. But that's just me, you know. But please share tell me what you guys think. Share your thoughts. Leave a comment in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you like the video, please check out my older videos and look forward to new videos to come. I appreciate everybody's comments and everybody's contributions to the channel. Any gripes, complaints, send me a PM. I'll see what I can do to address them. Also, I'm going to give a shout out to Paul Harrell. You guys, I'm pretty sure a lot of us know that he has a terminal form of cancer. I believe it's pancreatic cancer. He recently did a video. He did an interview with Mike over at Grantham, which was it was a really good interview. He still has a lot of life. To me, he looks like he has a lot of life left in him. The tongue twister. But he's giving it his all, to keep us informed. I know he doesn't do the channel. He doesn't host the channel anymore. But I just want to give a shout out to him because I really appreciate his videos. I learned a lot from the things he taught. He taught us, through his videos, through his humor, and through his marksmanship. His willingness to become a teacher for everyone who's interested in being part of the gun community. But that's my video. Illegal aliens and the right to keep and bear arms. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care. Be safe. Stay strapped. And God bless.